Chapter 4. Transport. Let's warm up and begin. 1. List vehicles that are used these days for moving people and goods. In the air, on land, on water. 2. Think of some of the means of transport that man used in the past but are not in use anymore. Answer in complete sentences. 3. Name the places where the following means of transport are parked. Answer in complete sentences. Let's listen and answer. Listen to the audio track and answer the questions that follow in complete sentences. In prehistoric times, when people wanted to go from one place to another, they had to walk. When they had a heavy load to move, they carried it. Then they found it was easier to drag a load on branches or PLTs that were tied together. Later, they learned to build a sledge by tying beams across two runners with strips of hide. Next came the litter, which may have been the first vehicle designed to carry people. Litters were made by stretching animal skins across two poles. Primitive people later learned how to teach animals to carry packs and pull sleds. In the Middle East, the ox, donkey, and camel were trained to be beasts of burden. In the cold Arctic region, dogs and reindeer were used in India. Humped cattle and elephants were the burden bearers. The horse, which became the most common transport animal, was one of the last to be trained. People discovered that traveling on water could be faster and easier than traveling on land. A floating log may have served as the first boat. It was later found that heavier loads could be carried on rafts made by lashing several logs together. In the Middle East, rafts were kept afloat by sheepskins and goatskins filled with air. Wherever people could find large trees, they hollowed out logs with fire or a chisel and made long narrow boats called dugout canoes. These boats were propelled with long poles and later with paddles or oars. An important discovery was made when they found that the wind could be harnessed and used as power to drive bows. Different materials such as grass mats, animal hides, or cloth served as sails in different countries. Let us learn and know. Listen to the passage and answer the questions in complete sentences. The year was 1830, and it was the first passenger train running between Liverpool and Manchester. Steam engine was first discovered by a British railway company, Stockton and Darlington, in 1825. The engine was locomotion, one made by George Stephenson. The company used it for goods train only. For passenger trains, they still used horses. The turning point for railways came in 1830 when the steam locomotive was used for passenger traffic also by the Liverpool and Manchester Railway. It was the rocket designed by George Stephenson. It was only after 1879 that all coaches were roofed. In 1879, the first restaurant car service was provided on the British Railway. Today the railways have grown up. There is a vast network of railways in our country. Today the passenger coaches have all kinds of comfort. Vast changes have come in goods trains. Also, there are now refrigerated wagons for carrying fruits, vegetables and fish, tanker wagons to carry oil, petrol, cooking gas, etc. Open-topped wagons are used for carrying coal, ore and other minerals, and also sugarcane to sugar factories. Let us express form groups and discuss. 1. A taxicab ride is a more enjoyable experience, or public transport is a nuisance. 2. Students express what they have to do for a train journey. Discuss in pairs and speak individually. 3. Work in groups and plan a class trip to some hill station. You may work along these points: destination, route, mode of travel, what items you need to take, what would you do when you get there. Group leader will take down points and make a presentation to the class. Teacher to monitor, and the best planned trip could be chosen.
Let's say it right.
Glad gleam, gloss glove, glade glib, gloom, glook glass, glint, glue girt, glare, glide, gloat, gloom, mass, moss, fess, glass, bless, toss, gus, grass, press, boss, less, class, tress, across, passage. Poem. From a railway carriage. Faster than ferries, faster than witches, bridges and houses, hedges and ditches, and charging along like troops in a battle. All through the meadows, the horses and cattle, all of the sides of the hill and the plain fly, as thick as driving rain, and ever again in the wink of an eye, painted stations whistle by. Here is a child who clambers and scrambles all by himself and gathering brambles. Here is a tramp that stands and grazes, and there is a green for stringing daisies. Here is a cart run away in the road, lumping along with man and load. And here is a mill, and there is a river, each a glimpse and gone